When life pushes you, push back. There are moments in life when it feels like everything is leaning against you at once. The weight of disappointment, the silence after unanswered prayers, the days when effort doesn't seem to match the outcome. You wake up tired, not just in your body, but in your soul. And in those moments, life doesn't ask politely. It pushes. It pushes through loss, rejection, failure, delays, betrayal, fear. It pushes until you start questioning your worth, your strength, even your faith. But hear this clearly. The push is not proof that you are weak. The push is evidence that you are still standing. If you're listening to this right now, this message is for the person who feels overwhelmed but refuses to quit. For the one who keeps showing up even when no one notices. For the one who believes in God but wonders why the road still hurts. This message matters because life will never stop pushing. But God never intended for you to only absorb the pressure. He designed you to respond. The Bible reminds us in Isaiah 43 verse 2, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned." Notice the wording. It does not say if you go through. It says when. Pressure is not a punishment. It is part of the process. And every time life pushes, it is revealing something inside you that comfort never could. Think about David before he was king, before the throne, before the crown, before the songs were written about him. David was pushed, overlooked by his own family, forgotten in the field, sent back to tend sheep while others were chosen. And then, when he finally stepped forward in obedience, life pushed again. A giant stood in front of him, loud, mocking, intimidating. Goliath was not just a man, he was pressure. He represented fear, doubt, and the voice saying, "You're not enough." But David did something powerful. He didn't run. He didn't shrink. He didn't wait for life to stop pushing. He pushed back with faith. He said in 1 Samuel 17 verse 45, "You come to me with sword and spear, but I come to you in the name of the Lord Almighty." That was the turning point. David understood something most people miss. When life pushes you, you don't push back with anger or pride or despair. You push back with trust in God. Many of us are fighting silent battles. Battles no one sees. Bills piling up. Dreams delayed. Prayers whispered but not yet answered. And the enemy uses the pressure to convince you that God has left you. But Romans 8 verse 31 declares, "If God is for us, who could be against us?" The push you feel is not stronger than the God who stands behind you. Here's the deep truth. Pressure doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to shape you. Just like grapes must be crushed to become wine. Just like olives must be pressed to release oil. Your life is being pressed for a purpose. God is not absent in the pressure. He is present in the process. Consider Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, thrown into prison. Every chapter of his life felt like another push, another reason to give up, another moment where bitterness would have been justified. But Joseph chose faith over frustration. Years later, standing in a position of power, he said in Genesis 50 verse 20, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." That is perspective. That is pushing back, not by fighting people, but by trusting God's plan. And maybe right now, your prison doesn't have walls. Maybe it's a season, a waiting room, a place where nothing seems to move. But hear this, God does some of his best work in hidden places. When life pushes you into isolation, God uses it for preparation. When life pushes you to your knees, God uses it to strengthen your faith. There comes a moment, a realization, when you understand that the push didn't come to end you, it came to awaken you, to remind you who you are and whose you are. Jesus himself faced pressure beyond imagination, rejected, mocked, beaten, nailed to a cross, the ultimate push. And yet, Hebrews 12 verse 2 tells us that for the joy set before him, he endured the cross. The pressure did not stop the purpose. The pain did not cancel the promise. The cross was not the end. It was the doorway to resurrection. So when life pushes you, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is God building in me?" Push back by praying when you feel tired. Push back by believing when doubt is loud. Push back by standing firm when everything tells you to give up. James 4 verse 7 says, "Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Resistance is not rebellion. It is faith in action. This is your reminder. You are not weak because you feel pressure. You are strong because you are still here, still believing, still hoping, still breathing. God is not finished with you. The push is temporary, but the purpose is eternal. So stand up in your spirit, lift your head, tighten your grip on faith. When life pushes you, push back with prayer, with perseverance, with praise, and with trust in God. Because the same God who carried David to victory, who raised Joseph from prison to palace, who rolled the stone away from the tomb, he is the same God walking with you right now. And here's a final truth to carry with you. Life may push you to the edge, but God will never let you fall. The push is not your ending. It is your preparation.